It's awesome. This day and age, like college football, you're always like adding guys and people graduate. There's extra years all around now, but it's been really enjoyable. I love the 3 guys we added. Myself, Timmy Hines, and then the 2 young guys, David Timson and Dinos. We're the 4 kind of returners in the room, 2 old guys, 2 young guys, but it's been great. We've all been gelling really, really well, and Coach Gillick does a great job kind of taking all the different personalities, being able to coach everyone the right way, coach everyone hard, but love us at the same time, so it's been great.
Is there a different feeling in the room this year compared to maybe last year, that there's wins and positivity down the line?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is for myself, at least personally, like having a year of kind of playing in the system, coming back and kind of being able to be that, I guess you could say, like semi-coach, like on the field, and kind of help those younger guys and new guys with that sort of thing. I think that definitely helps. And obviously Timmy's been in this system forever, coming into his 5th year of playing in it. At first with Rutgers and Coach H running it, and now here with Coach H at the helm and Coach Kite running it. So I would say that's the biggest difference, is kind of having myself and Timmy having a year under our belt of playing in it and kind of being able to be those leaders in the room.
How much different do you perceive the schematics are going to look this season from last year?
I mean, scheme is scheme. The players make it what it is, and we're just going to kind of go out, do whatever the coaches ask of us, and just try to put our best foot forward. And the biggest thing with defense, and the coaches always try to hit it, is defense is really all about effort. Like, you can coach whatever scheme you really want, but if guys aren't going to play hard and get to the ball, it really doesn't matter what you throw out there for a scheme. If you run zone, man, it really doesn't matter all that much. So I think, whatever they do, I think the players, we trust them, and we're just going to put our best foot forward and really let effort kind of take over, and let the connection that we can build with one another and play for one another is really the biggest thing. Yeah, I mean, again, like, I don't really know a whole lot about our offense. Obviously, brand new. Coach Warner, I think, has done a great job sort of getting those guys ready to go for the first 2 days of spring ball. I know how hard it is to learn a new scheme. I learned a new scheme last winter when this coaching staff came in, and that was on defense, and couldn't imagine having to do it on the offensive side of the ball. So, I think those guys have handled it the right way and been able to, try to put their best foot forward over the first 2 days. And obviously having a kid like Pop is great, local kid, and I think he's doing a great job as a leader, trying to do those things along with the rest of the quarterback room. And, my high school teammate, one of my really good friends, T.Y. Harding, it's great to have him, back healthy and kind of being able to be a guy that's been here for 5 years now and really shoulder the load in like the wide receiver room. And but overall, I mean, I think they're doing a great job trying to learn a new system like I was last year, and it's tough to do, but they're making it work for sure.
On Tuesday, we talked to Coach about the 6 weeks leading up to spring practices. How big was that for you, and what did you see over the course of those 6 weeks?
Yeah, it was awesome. Coach Green, best strength coach I've ever been around, and coming into year 5 of college football, and can't say enough great things about him and his staff, Coach Ivan, Coach Stern. Those guys, every single day bring the energy, bring the juice like it's game day, and I think that's super important for this group, because at the end of the day, I think sometimes, like, it's hard to bring the energy when you're coming in at 6 a.m. on a Wednesday, Tuesday morning, but when those guys are the ones doing it and kind of helping you out and do that, and if your coaches, sorry to the coaches in the room, they're a little bit older, but if they can have juice that early, we can definitely have juice that early. So I think those were huge for building a connection with the guys that you're going to be playing next to, and really fighting, scratching, and clawing for PRs in the weight room, PRs and sprinting on the field, conditioning and stuff like that. So can't say enough great things about them.
Speaking about the juice, there's a lot of energy in this practice today.
Yep.
How do you, as a leader in the 5th year, how do you make sure that this is sustainable throughout the spring?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just bringing guys along. I think when you've been in college football for 5 years like me, and other guys maybe longer, maybe only 4 years, but the older guys, a part of this team, the biggest thing is just making sure that guys like come in the same every single day. Because I think it's really easy, like you said, to come in the first week of spring ball, have juice, and then all of a sudden next week when bodies are tired, it's easier to fall off. But I think us older guys that have been through this 3, 4, 5 times, biggest thing is when you come in the morning, it's no different day 1 to day 15 on the spring game. Like, it has to be the same every single day, and bring those young guys along, because at the end of the day, like I said, those young guys, they should be the ones with the energy. They're brand new to college football. They're at a new place. If they're a transfer, just bring the energy as much as they can, immersing themselves in the culture that we're trying to build.
In an offseason where there was a lot of turnover, a lot of guys left, you made the announcement on your social media that you were going to stay. You were riding the squad out. What does this place, this university, mean to you?
It means a whole lot to me. I mean, you know, it was my first season at Arizona. Long way from home. I had been from Massachusetts, lived my whole life, Acton, Mass, and just, you know, an hour and 15 minutes down Route 2 is UMass. And my biggest thing was wanting to come here and leave it better than I found it when I got here. And I think that we're working towards that. And I think that ultimately was really what made up my mind. Was I've never been someone to leave something before it's finished, especially when I truly love the place. And I've fallen in love with this place ever since I got here, you know, 4 years ago. And that's why we're riding this thing out, and couldn't be more excited to be back and have a leadership role on this team and just continue to get better every single day. Incremental growth is the biggest thing.
What did going through last season teach you about yourself as a football player and as a young man?
Yeah, I think, you know, last year obviously didn't go the way that any of us wanted it to, but I think using that to sort of fuel myself, but also just broaden the team, coaches included, support staff, everybody, that it's really hard to win at this level. And I think that people sometimes take it for granted, like that we just get to, myself saying, like, players get to go out and sort of do this every single day, every spring. And one thing that, you know, us leaders have really tried to, like, tell the younger guys and tell the new guys to this program is, like, be grateful that we get to go out and do this every day, because not everyone has this opportunity. And I think that that's really what I took away, because obviously the win-loss column didn't look great, but I think as a whole, as a player, as a person, I grew tremendously, and just realizing that, like, I'm so blessed to have this opportunity and go out and do this. And at the end of the day, I mean, had my best personal season to date of, you know, my 4 years at that point in college football, and just looking to grow off that personally, but also as a team, and just grow and realize that, like, this is an opportunity that we get to do this every day, and we got to just go out and take it now.